Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I have a confession. I made three, not one, not two, three big mistakes on my first overnight van trip. Let me tell you about them. Mistake number one. Now, I had planned a quick little overnight trip to a cute little harvest host about an hour and a half away from the house. I wanted to go explore the site, get used to the van, get used to driving it. Kevin had grading to do. And I thought, well, it'll give him time to get his work done. It'll give me time to kind of work out anything I need to figure out with the van. Okay. The weather was snowy, a little icky, but not bad. So I'm going down the highway, no problem, little back roads, van's doing great, everything's fine. I go through a little town in Ohio and I see a street fair. Now, I love me a good street fair. And I thought, sweet, let me find a place to turn around and stroll around a little bit. I'd been driving for almost an hour and I needed to stretch my legs anyway. So I pull into a gas station thinking, good place to turn around. And I look on the passenger seat and my purse is not there. Really? My purse isn't there. Now, I am meticulous for planning and making lists. But you know what? I'm new to van life. I hadn't even thought about putting a purse on the list. My keys to my van weren't with my purse. So when I grabbed my van keys, I did not grab my purse because they were not in the same location. All right, so what do? I go into the convenience store and ask the clerk if I could park here for about an hour or so while I get this key, my purse situation taken care of. And she said, no problem. Okay. So then I go back to the van and I call my husband, Kevin. Honey, I need your help. What'd you do? I left my purse at home. Bless his heart. He stopped grading, which is what he was supposed to be doing, and drove an hour and brought me my purse. By then, I decided I just didn't want to go to that street fair, and I continued on to my stop for the night. I only had about another 20, 30 minutes to go. All right, so I get to my stop, and the Harvest Host site, I'll put the link up here in the top. Great spot, very unique, very out of the way. And everything was fine with the van. Until I wanted to freshen up at the end of the day. The water was making some odd sounds and the pressure wasn't good and it acted like there was air in the tank. Now, I've got 31 gallons of water and I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? And I had closed before we left. I had closed both gray water tanks myself, so I knew that was done. Well, what I forgot to do was to fill up the water tanks because when we picked up the van, we had about a good half a tank plus of water. And we hadn't been anywhere. What I forgot was that when I was putting everything together and filling the porta potty, because it takes a lot of water, I was using the water from the tank. I thought there would still be plenty of water in there. Nope, there wasn't. So, yeah, I had to brush my teeth and rinse my mouth with soda and just use some baby wipes to freshen up, which is okay. But, mistake number two, I hadn't checked the water. So make sure you do that. Now, it was really cold that night, and I knew it was going to be cold, and I had plenty of blankets, a quilt. The van has a great heater, it was working perfectly. Mistake number three, I really forgot some basic clothes. I forgot fresh undies and fresh socks. Now, I don't mind, wearing a pair of jeans and a top, for a day or two. But I'm sorry, I like my fresh undies. Um, so I completely missed that one as well. I just had not packed enough clothes. I hadn't thoroughly checked what I'd put in the van. So here's my message to you. Make a list, go through it thoroughly. Think ahead of time of the conditions in which you're going to be in, what you're going to be doing, and don't forget the basics. Like when you run to the grocery store, you grab your purse, you grab your wallet. Same thing when you're going out in the van, you need to grab those too. So learn from my three mistakes. Have wonderful trips in your vans or whatever you do. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, click that bell, and I will see you down the road. Bye bye.